Hello everybody, my name is Darren and I just finished a 10-day Vipassana meditation course this morning, out in Chiba, Japan. And I know that a lot of my friends and family are going to be asking me questions about how it went, and so I decided to make a YouTube video also to share this experience with all your YouTubers out there, people that are thinking about doing the meditation, to give you some insight into whether you should do it or not. My initial thoughts are it was very challenging but ultimately rewarding. It's long. You're actually there 12 days. You get there, in the late afternoon on day 0, I'll call it, and you stay all the way until day 11, which was my day 11 this morning. Wake up at 4, do meditation from 4:30 to 6:30, and then the program's over. I'll talk about the three parts kind of the meditation. First, kind of the physical aspect, and then the meditation itself, and then my recommendations for people that are going to be doing it. So the first part, physical, as I mentioned, you wake up at 4 o'clock every morning. You start the first 2-hour meditation, 4:30 to 6:30. Then there's a breakfast break, and then more meditation. Then there's lunch at 11, and that's really the last meal you eat as a new student, which is what you'd be called if you go your first time. You also get fruit at 5 o'clock out in Japan. We got a banana and a half an apple, or a banana and half an orange, or half a grapefruit every day, some fruit, and tea. The tea out here in Japan was really good. They had a giant pot of black tea, a giant pot of hoji tea, and then instant coffee, and they had shoga and sugar, lemon juice, milk, soy milk, all kinds of stuff to make tea. So that was quite good. They have what's called noble silence, which means you're not allowed to speak to anyone during the course, and it's even more than not speaking. It's not communicating with people, so you can't make hand gestures or I'm hungry or whatever. You just kind of don't even affirm people's existence almost. You get in line, you get your food, you eat alone. Another part is so no silence, of course, no telephone, no internet, no writing materials, no reading materials. It's just you and yourself for 10 days. Women and men are mostly segregated, so you have a separate dining hall for women, for men. You sit in the same hall. Men are on one side, women are on the other. The experience we had in Chiba was really, really brutal due to the elements and the actual place. I talked to a guy, Mike Reed, who did the program. It was his second time. He did it in Massachusetts the first time. He said there they have big buildings and everyone has a private room and their own hot shower. I mean, out here in Chiba, we were actually in tents in the winter in Japan. And the tents were off the ground, about a half meter off the ground, which was great, because when it wasn't brutally freezing cold in the tent, it was raining. We had 3 days of rain at one point. It turned the field into mud. Actually, my tent was, underneath the tent was all water. I had to borrow these rubber boots just to get to my tent. So, the sink out there in Chiba is actually outside, so you're washing your hands or brushing your teeth with your jacket on. The room where you eat in the morning wasn't heated well, and then later. So it was a rough physical experience out there in Chiba. They did actually have a nice, kind of nice hall, the men's and women's too, where 20 people could sleep in one giant room. But I didn't sign up in time, and also I kind of prefer not to be around all those snoring guys keeping me up, so I opted for the tent. Actual meditation itself, as I said, it starts at 4:30 in the morning and then kind of goes on and off throughout the day. There's one giant room. On the first night, you stand in front, they read your name, you go in order, and you get assigned your spot. You're in that same spot for every day of the meditation. One thing that I highly recommend is to make sure you have a good pillow with you, or are at a place that has good props and pillows. I think some of the places are well prepared for that. Out in Chiba, there's just some of these flat blue mats that really weren't very good. I brought a pillow with me. Actually, I'm sitting on it here as I talk. This is like a Japanese meditation pillow. The white part goes in front. This is what they use in a lot of the Buddhist temples here in Japan. But you know, even for me, that after the second day I was in so much pain that, you know, I actually got a chair in the back, so I'd go back and forth from my spot, and when I wanted, I'd take my pillow back and put it in a chair and kind of sit up and rest my back. So really, if you're going to go, maybe check into different meditation. So the first 3 days, basically the training was on the breath. You know, breathe in, breathe out, and feel the air go into your nostrils and out your nostrils. So you're kind of getting rid of all your thoughts, which is one of the most basic but strongest meditation techniques. Just focusing on the breath going in and out of your nose. And what they were trying to teach us in retrospect, looking back, was, I guess, to be able to focus your attention on a certain spot of your body. So later you could, you know, move that awareness up and down from the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet once you get into the Vipassana meditation. So that was the first 3 days. From day 4 we started studying what the Vipassana meditation was, and I won't get into that here because you really can't explain that in, you know, 30 seconds or 60 seconds, and it's a whole 10-day course to actually learn how to do it. So go on the course if you want to learn all the secrets. Goenka is the guy who kind of set up this whole program. He's a Burmese guy who basically based out of India for probably quite a few decades now. He actually does the teaching by videotape, and you know, every night it's actually quite entertaining. He's a very smart guy, very deep knowledge, and he tells a lot of parables and stories, and also a lot of them are really, really funny. So that's informational, educational. He talks about the meditation, and you know, today's day 2. You just finished, congratulations. Day 2 is a very hard day, and you know, day 3 we're going to learn this. So he's kind of preparing you and talking you through the kind of meditation, what's going to happen. Another recommendation is really take care of your health before you go. Don't catch a cold. I mean, you're going to take care of your nose. You don't want a runny nose. You don't want a sore throat because you're going to be breathing. There was a guy in our program who had a stuffed up nose the entire time, and the whole room's quiet and everyone's meditating. I felt bad for the guy, but also kind of felt worse from the people sitting next to him. It had to be, you know, and you're trying to concentrate and you're out there in tough conditions, and you know, this guy keeps making noise, and you know, you're worried you're going to get sick from him. So for whatever you need to do, take care of your nose. If your nose gets dry maybe and it's winter, bring Carmex or balm or something to keep it dry, but really take care of your health and before you go. It's very demanding, actually, to be sitting there so long, and actually the time goes by faster than you would realize when you have to sit for 2 hours. But when you're concentrating, it actually can make you really tired. There's times when I just got wiped out and had to take naps, or kind of be falling asleep at night during the video. You got to remember you're eating less. You're not eating a dinner, so you're moving less. So you're losing less energy, but you're eating a lot less. You know, just two vegan meals a day, so you are a little more tired, and probably get tired a little faster. That was one real benefit I saw, actually, that I wasn't fully expecting, was just getting so healthy. You know, no fried food, no sugar, no alcohol, less food, just fruit at night. And I came back, I lost, I don't know, 2 or 3 kilos maybe. I just feel really good and light, and ready to tackle the new year here, you know, going forward with less food and booze. It's another real big benefit, not directly related to the meditation, but it's just how quiet your mind can get when you're in that. After day 3, I realized I'm just so quiet. Even when I wasn't in the meditation, I was walking, it was just, you know, really calm, because we're in today's modern world, we're always being bombarded by external, I guess, stimulus. You know, you always have your iPad on, or someone's calling you, you're on the internet, you're listening to something on the radio. So it was just really, really good to get that quiet mind. I kind of, you know, they said they take you through the training. If you do it right, you kind of, I guess, have success or whatever by day 10. And I kind of had a really good breakthrough on day 8 where, you know, we had our group meditation. After day 4, every day for 3 separate hours, there's one really serious group meditation where you don't move, you don't open your eyes for an hour, and everyone, even the volunteers, everyone gets into the room. And that was, you know, I was just able to stay inside myself, had my eyes closed, I'd breathe my awareness, breathe in, bring my awareness up, breathe down, breathe out, bring my awareness down, in and out, up and down, and, you know, inside my body for the full hour. And when it was over, I went outside in the stars, and it was almost like, what? Am I on Earth? And I'm, you know, because I was so deep into the universe inside myself, and then outside seeing the stars, it was really an amazing experience. There's quite a few other experiences like that meditating. Another wild benefit was just the amazing dreams I had during the trip. Dreams featuring a lot of people I know in my life, and some very positive dreams, and very vivid, strong dreams, which I guess happens at times. You know, I guess other benefits, just learning how to meditate better. At times I go to Thailand, other places, to health spas, and they have like a 1-hour meditation class, and just to be able to go in there and have so much more knowledge about how to do it and be able to sit longer. So that was good. On day 10, you start talking, and that was kind of wild to start talking to other guys, because you're around these guys for 10 days, and you don't even know what nationality they are, or, you know, it turns out, well, I mean, in our class at night, we were in the English course, not the Japanese course, so we kind of broke away at night for the talk. But we had, on the men's side, a Russian, a guy from Holland, a Chinese guy, 2 Indian guys, 3 American guys, a British guy, and then probably like 20 Japanese guys. So, you know, it's crazy on day 8. It's like, wow, you're from Russia. I didn't think the guy was Russian. So it's kind of crazy. You know, Goenka, he made a good point, and it's something I've read, you know, before, that all the world's great philosophers from the East and the West say the same thing, and that's know thyself. And if you look at, you know, Socrates, who's know thyself, and Lao Tzu in China, know thyself. So, you know, there's really no better way to get to know yourself for more of what's going on than to just shut everything out for 10 days and be alone and be in quiet and look inside. And the other, you know, kind of the teachings, why are we getting so calm inside? Why are we looking for areas of imbalance, or you know, what the ultimate goal is, you know, the goal of the Buddha, to get rid of craving and clinging. You know, that's what causes misery. Impertinence, you know, clinging, you can't hold on to things. Everything is in a state of flux, everything's changing at every moment, and everything dies, everything has to go. If you want to hold on to a certain situation or relationship, you never want it to change, you're going to have misery because it's going to change. If you're always craving, if you work, you build a house, like, I don't want this house, I want a house with 5 bedrooms, and I want a mansion, I want this, I want a 5th house and a 6th house. If you're never happy, you're always craving, you're always going to be in misery too. So you got to get rid of clinging, craving, realize everything's changing. And so, yeah, overall, I guess the last point was, it's really long. I mean, it's long. It's 12 days I was out there. I mean, 10 days is the course. And it's just like day 5, you're like, oh my God, halfway. And then day 6, and then day 7. Oh, day 7, day 10's coming. But I think, oh my God, let's see, I got to sleep in the tent. 7, 8, 9, 4 more nights in the tent. Oh man, and then day 8. And it's just really long. But and if you can find the time to do it and be able to shut out the world, it's something. It's not for everybody. If you think it's for you, I would read up on it on the internet, and if you think you're interested, I'd highly, highly recommend it. If you don't think you're interested, I would definitely stay away. I think the worst thing would be to join. It's funny looking at all these other YouTubers out there talking about this. There's so many people that said, at day 2 I wanted to run away, or day 3 I was going to run away, and I was so close, and I saw my car and I was going to jump in it, and I stayed, and I'm so happy I stayed. So I think a couple people, you know, our course, some people didn't make it, a couple people left. There was one Indian guy left. He was in a tent though, you know, and he didn't have all the proper stuff, and it was actually below 0 centigrade, you know, quite a few nights, like -1, -2, and it was freezing. So, you know, I really blame him. But anyway, if you do decide to do it, good luck. There's these Vipassana places all around the world. Just go on their website. Especially I think Thailand has a lot, and India has a lot. I think that would be a wild place to do it. So maybe that would be my next one, but it won't be for a long time because I need a break. But it was great, and that's all. Good luck if you do it, and Happy New Year 2013.